I don't really know how I want to intro this one. Other than, I'm not a biggest fan of racing movies. That's not my go-to. That's not my shtick. You know, Fast and Furious, you know, all these types of car movies. They're cool. Like, I'll check them out. Seen Ford versus Ferrari and stuff like that. But honestly, one of my favorite movies, racing movies, is Speed Racer. But that's more so because I like the cartoon, I like the IP, less about the movie, less about it being about racing, more about everything else. And so I can say I was pleasantly surprised. And I might have to admit, I might have been low-key, did not have the biggest, expectations for going to see F1, the movie, starring Brad Pitt and Damon Idris. Welcome to another episode of Movies-aRe-USS, a satire movie podcast that acknowledges life imitates art and art imitates life. So movies are the story of the human and nowadays AI experience. So grab your popcorn and let's talk about F1 the movie. So, yeah, I'm not the biggest of racing fans, and so I don't think I had high expectations going into this film. And being more frank, there's a level that if this was not Brad Pitt, and even I do like Brad Pitt, let's never misclarify that, but the rising star, the young upstart of Damon Idris being his counterpart, made me be able to feel like I could go watch the movie. I want to see Brad Pitt. I want to see Damon Idris. So if I'm going to watch a racing movie, I'll watch it because these two guys are in it. And they did a hell of a job. They really did. I think it was a great paced movie. Nothing too complicated, nothing too crazy, not anything just so spectacular, but I think it's always good just to have a good movie. And Brad Pitt is one of those actors. As we all know, no one has to tell you Brad Pitt is one of those actors. But I think the thing about Brad Pitt, at least when I watch him, he's the type of actor that makes you feel like, dang, can I act? Like, dang, like I should try my F1 career out right now. So it was great getting to see him on the screen again. And it was great seeing his acting prowess with, like I said, a younger, up-and-coming actor. And I think it was very interesting for Damon to get this sort of look because, in my personal opinion, I don't know that I feel he has the actual acting resume to warrant the idea that he got this look to act with Brad Pitt. I think most people know him from his TV series, Snowfall. Well-enjoyed show. Had, I think, about 5 or 6 seasons. And so it's definitely a fan favorite. It definitely has its fandom that enjoys the TV show. However, for me personally, with Damon Idris's only real acting resume being that TV show, I was very surprised to see him get this look. And honestly, I think it's the showing that there's a lot of people who believe in him. There's a lot of studios or producers or even talent agents that believe, okay, although you may not have a resume like Michael B or a resume like Chad or a resume like John Boyega or a resume like Daniel Kaluuya or a resume like any other black young male actor and young being under 40, we believe in you. And I think he did his job. I think he wasn't afraid to show that he's taking the tutelage of Brad Pitt. But then when he had the moments there to really step out, to really play a counter, to really act against Brad Pitt, he didn't shy away from them. He did them wholeheartedly. For a lead actor, I think it's great to see a lead actor know how to be a supporting actor as well. So I was very, very satisfied with both of their acting in this movie. I would recommend this movie to you. You know, I don't know that if you like racing movies, you should have already seen the movie. If you don't like racing movies, much like me, I believe, yes, Brad Pitt, and side note, gosh, man, like 50 looks good on Brad Pitt, and I think he's actually closer to 60. Like, hey, man, like, bro, don't look that old to me. I ain't gonna lie to nobody, right? So I think Brad Pitt's just star energy is worth checking out the movie, even if you're not into racing movies like me. And I think you'll have a good time. Like I said, it's a great story, great plot, well put together, and had its humor, had its intensity, had its familyness, I guess, of the team, the driving team, and everything like that. So I was definitely excited. I was excited to see it, but I was surprised by how much I enjoyed the movie. And I'm actually going to go to, they recently opened up in my local area, some like F1 simulator bars. So like they have the bar and you have like rigs of the F1 driving cars and all that type of stuff. And I'm going to go check it out. The movie made me interested to go actually drive a couple races, see what it's like. And so with that being said, we're at the bottom of the bucket where there's nothing left but the kernels. Let me know if you go check out this movie. Let me know if you go check out F1, starring Brad Pitt and Damon Idris. Once again, this was a movie listed on our summer movie list. So if you do get a chance to check it out, hop down below. Let me know what you think. Make sure you follow us on all our socials at mru.podcast. And be on the lookout for another episode coming soon.